Yeah, the next part is on the finance executive report. Which I'm having the requirements here. That is to have Coda logo on top left, also to have a main page button and to detailed report button on executive overview report. Also to have an overview of cash inflow and cash outflow in US dollars and expense rate and also profit rate. Then have convert to PDF and convert to image button on the finance executive report. Then to have an overview of category and subcategory expense. Then also to have overview of department cost, overview of cost by office, location, then have a choose dimension parameter for cost category and subcategory on financial executive overview report. Then also to have a select metric parameter for cash inflow and cash outflow on financial executive overview report. And then also lastly to have department and office location filters on financial executive overview report. So I'll go ahead and develop these sheets, which will be incorporated in my final dashboard for the finance executive report. So I'll come to my Tableau. So I need to have something like this. Something which is in this format. Yeah, something like look more of this, which is having the specific buttons with the specific containers having the dashboards on them. So I need to develop something that is looking like this one. So I'll go to the next sheet. Let me just have that sheet here. I'll just right click and then have a new sheet in there. So I'll start from the inflow and outflow part, this one here for the expense. I think this one is supposed to be inflow and outflow. Then I'll go to this one. Then I'll finalize with this last one. So for that one, I'll create some parameters here and also create some action points. Not action points, but calculated fields to help me out on that. So I'll start from the calculated field. So I'll build a parameter here. So for this parameter, I want to select income or expense. So I'll just, not income or expense, but inflow or the outflow. So this one is my parameter that I'm trying to come up with, which will help me to figure that in that dashboard. So I'll come to the list and input what I want to view on that on the dashboard part. So that so I'll just tell Tableau to give me what I want. So first thing, I want the value for the cash outflow. That is cash outflow to display outflow. Then for the cash inflow, to display the inflow like that. So after doing that, I can say okay. So I have my parameter here. So I can go ahead to, remember I had blended this data into with respect to date, so they are connected. So what in case I need something from the inflow, I'll be able to get it, and also from the outflow the same will happen because of my data is blended together. So they are having a relationship. So here I can maybe give it, let me name it like P parameter. Yeah, let me just give it inflow stroke outflow parameter, so that I can know this one is the category field for the parameter for the inflow and outflow. Then here I need to command W to do what I want, so that in case I want to know to have the information on inflow, I can just with respect to the parameter I'm having for the inflow and outflow. So I'll bring that there. Then remember, we have this. You need to know to have exactly the way they look here, so for them to be operative. So remember the font, the where the cap is for these specific values. So I'll come here. So when I'm having cash inflow, then I needed to give the report for the cash inflow. So I'll go to cash inflow, and then I needed to have the amount in US dollars. So let's confirm if it needs us to have what format of the amount. So you can see here, have an overview of cash inflow and cash outflow in US dollars and the expense ratio and the profit ratio. So for that purpose, I'll need it to have in US dollars. So what I'll do, I'll go back to my W. So I'll just stop this a little bit, but I am having the amount here. So I need it to be in US dollars. So I'll just do that. Let me go back to the inflow, create a pivot which will calculate that US dollars. So I'll write here amount in US dollars. So I'm trying to add the amount in US dollars in my W, that's those data sets. So how do we get the amount in US dollars? It's normally the amount in Kenya shillings divided by 100. So it will be this divided by 100. So it's valid. Can apply that. So we are having the amount in US dollars here. So I can go back to what I was developing. Just edit it and continue from where I had left. So I go back to this and have the amount in US dollars there. Then when it is cash outflow, I needed to then to sum the amount in cash outflow. So you can see here we're going to have the amount in US dollars. So that means again, I need to have that also. So I'll just add another parameter, not parameter, but action, not action, but calculated field here called amount in US dollars. Like that, which is normally given by amount in Kenya shillings divided by 100 also. So I'll apply that and then go back to my parameter. Continue from here and left. So Samut in US dollars. And remember it's Sami. Then at the end my formula or my function. So you can see it's valid. Then I can apply that. So after doing that, now I want to have my functions incorporated in my sheet. So what I'll do, I'll just bring or give the dates. First of all, remember this one is the date that was blending these two dash data sets. That is the cash inflow and cash outflow. So I'll take this date and put it in column like that. Then I'll take the amount, the parameter I'm having to this part like that. This is thing files cannot be used from the cash inflow. This problem is because we've not specified the date that we have specified on when we were blending. Remember, during blending, what we said is they should be blended in terms of the month. So that's the reason why it's telling us that, because we've not changed this one to month. So if I can do that, see now it's okay. Let me use the other one. Yeah. So I'm having it with respect to the way I have blended it. Then I need to see the amounts there for the label. Yeah, can you see? So the next thing I'll do, I'll just view my parameter like that. So I'm expecting if I do anything, it is changing with respect to what I had commanded that to be. So you can see. So to remove this, you can just right click on it, and then you can hide that indicator to remain with what we want to see. Then I can remove this header. Yeah, so that's my parameter. I've just developed for the cash inflow and cash outflow. So when the business wants to see what is the cash inflow, just click on it to give you what is on the cash inflow. So I'll take this to be inflow stroke outflow. Like that. Then I can go to the next thing, the next requirement. That is to have the metrics. So I'm going ahead to the metrics part. Or I can just develop this dimension here, which will enable me to view the categories and the subcategories on the financial executive overview report. So I'll come here with my Tableau and use the same procedure to this. So let me just save my function before yeah, I can develop another one. So I'll also add another dimension, not dimension but parameter. I'll name it choose category. So the same, I'll go to list and pick. So if it's cost category, I need to give me the category. If it is cost subcategory, I also need to give me the cost subcategory. So I come here and name it the way I want. It is cost category. This one I needed to display. And to display the category. And this one for cost subcategory. And to display the subcategory. Then I'll click OK. So I have my dimension here. Not my dimension, but my parameter. Then I'll also go ahead and have the calculated field to include my condition that I wanted to have it in here. So I'll give it like choose category or click to choose category. Yeah, so I'll give the conditions. So that is the same that using the case condition. So I'll have that. So when, remember the way we had commanded it, the format we had, that is, the first one is this kind, the other one is this one. So if it is cost category, then I need it to give me this cost category. And also when it is cost subcategory, then the same will apply. I'll need to see the cost subcategory. Then I'll end my condition and my function. So it's valid, and go ahead and apply that. So it's here. So the next thing I'll do the same way I had done on the previous one. I'll just bring my choose category. Then back this one. Like that. Then I needed to have the caption is the text part. Then I needed to be in bar. So what I'll go ahead and do, I'll try to, I need this one to be in the column. So I'll need this one to be there. To be like that. So I can also arrange this one from the smallest, from the largest to the smallest, like that. But remember, what you want it to be to look is the other way around. So I'll just add it that way. So we just need to confirm that we are having the condition that we want. I don't know why it's not behaving the way I need. Let me try to put it again. Yeah, I think it came. I don't know where I was going wrong, but that is what I wanted it to be. Yeah, so I also want to view my parameter. Like that. Then I can arrange this one from the biggest to the smallest, that way. So I can try to see if it is changing. Yeah, and see that action is being visible. So I can remove this field. Then this one I need it to be, which one is it? That is for the category. Maybe when you click it, gives you the category. Then I can change to area font. Then I can bold it and put it on the center. Then I need it to be in black. Yeah, I can apply that. Then you can go to the subcategory. So you can see it's having the same name. So what we can do, change that. Yeah, what you can do to change that, just come on this name, then you insert the name that you want on the parameter. So you can apply that. You see it's changing to subcategory. If you change it, you go to category, it will be going to category, like that. You also don't need this, and you also remove this one and remain with what I require. So we've developed the one for the category. So I'll name this one category, like that. So what else do we need? Let me confirm from the requirements. Yeah, the matrix. We also need the matrix. We have developed this dimension. We have the only thing remaining is the matrix, and also the other two part of the departmental and office location. So I go back to my Tableau, get another sheet for the same. Yeah, for the matrix now, I will have different functions. That is first for the total, that is the income, the expenditure. Also, we need to have the profit ratio and also the expense ratio. So for that, I'll create 4 different fields. That is the computer fields which will be doing that activity. So for the expense report, I'll start from the expense report. So I'll just have the expense. For the expense, I'll just sum the amount in the expense. So this one, I need to have the summation of it. So I'll just sum the amount in Kenya shillings. Like that, so you can see our calculation is valid. So after having the expense, I need also to have the profit. Here I need the, it's called how, the profit less ratio and also the expense ratio. So here I need the expense ratio. Yeah, for the expense ratio, we know it's normally the amount you've spent minus the income, then we divide by the amount you've spent. So that's the formula. You have the expenditure minus the income all over the expenditure. So the same will apply to the income ratio, which will be the income minus the expenditure all over the income. So that we can have the two ratios. So for this one, which we need to have the expense minus the income, we'll come to the amount in Kenya shillings, like that. And remember, it's the summation. So we subtract the expenditure. This one is the expenditure, so we want to subtract the income. So it will also be the summation of the income. So we go to the income and select the amount in Kenya shillings and also add it there. So I'll close these two because now that's my calculation for the two. That's subtracting the sum amount in Kenya shillings for the expenditure minus the income. Then I'll divide my function with the expense, the summation of the expenditure. So this one is summed. Like that. I think this is valid. You can see. So we just apply that. So you have our expenditure expense ratio. We can go to the income ratio or the profit ratio, the same thing. So I'll just add the profit ratio, which you know is the income minus the expenditure all over the income, so that we can have that ratio for the profits. So I'll start from the income and just take my amount in Kenya shillings for the income. I subtract the expenditure amount like that. So remember, it's the summation. So I'll close these two for my function to be complete. Then I'll divide this function with the summation of the income, because this one is now for the profit. So I'll use this one like that. So I remove one of these sums. Yeah, so my calculation is valid. I'll apply that. Yeah, so we have the profit ratio, we have the expense, we have the expense ratio, so the remaining part is the income. So I'll add that income. For the income, I'll just put the income. Then for the income, it's just a summation of the income amount, like that. So I'll apply that also. Yeah, then after that, we need them to be in our workflow, in our dashboard. So what I'll do, I'll use the measurement, the measurement names, not the measurement, but most of for the, I'll use the measure name for the side of the dimension. I'll add it here. Then I'll also add the same to this part. That is under detail. So this one is supposed to be the detailed part. So I'll start add my calculations. I think this one is supposed to be for the other side, that is the measure. I'll put it there like that. So I'll start removing what I don't want to view there, because you see it has brought everything for the side of the measure. All this is what is here. So I don't want to see the amount in Kenya sheet, the sum of that. I also don't need this. Also that one. I don't need this one also. This one. And that one. So I only need this three, these four. So I can arrange them the way I want. So I'll start from the expense, go to income, then expense ratio. So I come here, I can arrange this. Yeah, I think it's what I wanted. Then after that, I can take it to all the be in the entire view. Then I can start formatting the way I want it to be. So I have them. These one are the metrics. Whatever you're naming them as the metrics. So I'll just format my name, put it in the center, have it like that. And this is this one, I'll remove them. Yeah, so I can start formatting my sheet. So I'll need to have some borders. So I'll just need like that. You can see some borders have started being visible, like that. So also for this, we can change some few things. Like you can have this in that format, and also name this as area. Then we can go to the specific measures. Like for the expense, we can just edit it the way you want. So we can put it in the format we need. So for this one, you can just use the currency custom to change it the way you want. So you can see I want it to be in thousands. Yeah, remember it's in the US dollars. So if you don't want to have that, you can remove it, but this one is the way I want it to be. So you can change it the way you want it to be here. So you can also go to the other part, the ratios. So for the ratios, we want it to be in percentage. So you can just give it like that, and it's okay for the percent. You can go to the other last one, that is for the profit ratio. We also need it to be in percent. So you can just change that to be in percentage. So this one also we need to be in maybe the currency to be in dollars. Yeah, I think I haven't changed. Let me just go back. I want to change for the income. So let me just pick for the income here, and then do whatever I want to do with it. Like that. So we can also edit somehow the way we want it to be. So we can try to change some of these. So I'm just changing them so that we can have a common one. Also for the pen, can add some size so that it can be a little bit more visible. Also be in black. Yeah, I think also change here to be in Arial format, like that. Yeah, so that is the way I develop this. So I can just rename here to be matrix. Like that. Yeah, so I can go to the next one, add another sheet. So I think I'm remaining with the two. So I need to have overview of departmental cost, then an overview of cost by office location. So I will go back to my sheet, then look for these two. That's the departmental and also the office location. So I'll take my department to the rows. Then I need to be have that in the text. Then change this one to that one. Like that. So I can start from the largest to the smallest. I can also remove this and then rename this one to be. This one is for the departmental, so this one is for the department. So it is cost by department, like that. So and have it in bold and also in area, also centered. And I can remove this one here. So I can also apply that. and then I don't need to have this. So that is the cost by departments. Can I go to the next part? So let me name this one. That is cost by department. Then we can add another sheet, which will be cost by the office location. So I'll drag in my cost, my office location, I mean, to the rows. Then the number of Kenya shillings to the column. Then I need them to be viewing those amounts. So I can take the amount in Kenya shillings to the label, and you can see, you can view your data. Then I can arrange them from the largest to the smallest. So I don't also need this, so I remove them. And some of these are. So this one that we name it cost by office location. The same, and give it an Arial format with the bold, and then it's black in color. Then in the middle, I remove this one like that. So I'll apply that, and we have our cost by office location. So the next remaining thing is for us to have that dashboard. Like that. So let me see if I have all my sheets. So could I have a logo? I think I will come up with that logo. Have a top main page button and top detailed report button on the finance executive overview report. So I need to have these two sheets, these two buttons. So I'll go back to my sheet and have the button. So I'll come here to the buttons and add another sheet. Yeah, so I'll have another calculated field for that sheet. Here C2 main page. I don't know if that is what is required for us. Yeah, to main page and also to detailed report. So that's the main page. Then I'll just name it main page like that. This one, it doesn't have the shape. So what I'll just do, I'll just add there and then remove this main page here. Yeah, so this time around I only need this. So I can just enlarge this one. And then remove that. I don't want to see this one. So what I'll do, yeah, I think I had made a mistake. We was supposed to drag it to the text. So I'll increase this one to be that way. Then I can rename this one to be main page button. So that's my main page button. So this one, I can give it an action because I am already having my main page. So for me to give that an action, and go to the sheet, the worksheet, and then I go to the action part, then add an action. That is, go to the sheet. So the name of this button is to main page. As the source is the main page button. Then it will be leading me to the main page like that. Then I'll select. Then that is my action. So if I click on that, it will be taking me to this main page. So that is my main page button. I'll have to add another button again, which is the detailed report. So I'll add another action point, not action but another field. Should be to detailed report. So I'll just say detailed report. So I'll just apply that, and then the same will apply. Take it the text, and I can enlarge this one. Like that. So this one will be to detailed report button. Like that. So this one I'll not give it an action for now because I still don't have the detailed report itself. So I'll be giving this an action when I'll have that report with me. Yeah, so the next thing is just to, I have everything with me, just to come up with the dashboard now. So the dashboard is supposed to be more of this. Yeah, we need it to be like this one. So we want to go ahead and create these containers to help us on that. So I'll come in here and add my horizontal container. So it's supposed to be time like that. Then I'll put in the blank. Then I started breaking into some few containers. That one is for the header. This one is for the filters. And I have another one. Then there's another one here. So I don't need this. Then I'll try to put some borders. Let me first of all have this into an automatic way so that we can have them visible in one point. So let me just put there some borders. Then also this one need to have a border. Yeah, so we have our borders. I can try to enlarge this one a little bit. So also here we need to have the image, the part for the image links, also the other one for the download, together with the one for the logo and also the name itself. So I'll add another blank page. Then I'll try to break that into some few containers. Like I need to have 3 of them. So I'll remove this blank one. Try to have that one like that. And this one for the logo. So I'll put some borders for this. Also some to this one. The other ones for this. Then here we'll be having the filters. So I'll go ahead and break it into some few points. And do that. And then remove this one. That I can remain with the blank. Then I break this into some few other containers, like 4 of them also. Then I'll go away with the blank. So I have this one, this one, and this one. Where I'll be having my filters. So I can have this one with a border. So this one with a border. Yeah, so we have our dashboard. So it's just us to incorporate those, what we've been coming up with. So also here we will need to have some 2 containers, and here we'll need to have 3 of them. So I'll add the blanks for this one. Have the 3. I mean the 2. So I'll just bring this one there. That one. So I'll remove this one. Then I have the 2 containers I wanted. Then this one I need to have 3 of them. So I'll add the three containers. And I'll go away with the blank. So I have my 3 containers here. Have a border. So here. Yeah. So I have all of them. So I can go ahead and incorporate my dashboards. So I'll start from the metrics, put them there. Then I don't want to see the header. So I can do away with the header. Like that. And then I can pick for the other part. That is the expense and inflow. Inflow and outflow, I mean. Then I put it there. Then this one I need it to be here. So for me to avoid maybe having an issue here, I'll just add a blank here. like that I can pick this one here. Then I can avoid that. So here I'm having the blank. So I can add another container for the sake of it. So here, if I do anything, I'm supposed to, yeah, you can see it's changing. Then I can add for the cost by location. Yeah, it need to be in the entire view. Yeah, also need the cost by department to be here. Be on the entire view also. Like that. Then I can have the last one, the cost by category to be there. So you can see the filter is here. So you can add also so that I can remove this one and put it here. So you can also have some borders for that one, also for this one. Yeah, I can remove this. So I'm having the two. So you can select that, it will be changing here. So it need to be on the entire view. Yeah. So I'm having what I want to be visual I mean. So it's changing with respect to what you select. Then the remaining part is on this header part. For this part, I'm having the logo. So I'll just go ahead and give out the logo here. This one was the blank. We can add another. If I can remove this and add my logo there. I don't want the header. So yeah, so I'm having the logo with me. Then here we have the name. So I'll add the text on this. Then it's supposed to be financial overview report. This financial overview report, and also having some description. That's financial. It shows the total expense, income. You can just copy this. Incorporate it here. Yeah, I think you can have it like that. Then I think we are having the colors, like here is blue in color. So you can have those colors also. So try to change this to white so that it can be visible, like that. So I'll also try to maybe have it with some few font so that I can add some containers also in this to enable me have the other main page button on the other button. So for me to add the button for the main page, I'll take a blank for floating and put it here. So I'll just short this one. Then after doing that, I can add now, because that one is a container for blank, I can add another horizontal one on the same. I think it's not visible. So let me just add it. I don't know why it's not visible. Yeah, I'm expecting it to have to enable me input the container. So I'll try to figure that out. But also we need to have this one in blue. Also this one. Yeah, then I can break these into some two other containers for the images. And what I can do for this, I can give a float of the horizontal. Like that. Then I can add another blank on this. And after doing that, then that's when I can put then in it now the other one. So I have my container there. I can add in the one that I had created for that button that was taking me to main page. This one. And add it here. Then say the entire field. I don't want to have the title. So I'm having my button here. So if I click on it, it will be taking me to the main page. So I'm having also another button on this part. So I can have another floating. Then add it here. By doing that, I can now add my horizontal container in there. So I need to remove that blank. Then that is having the other button, just to detailed. Like that. Then for me to have that report well written, and again resize this so that I can have all my names seen or visible. Then this part, I'm having the other part. So I'll also incorporate the other buttons, the two buttons here. Just add the other one. Like that. Then I can add some blank. Let me add when it is tailed for the two containers. And I can add now my horizontal on this, and then remove the blank. Let it have some borders so that it can be visible also. Then for this other one, also I can add another container, that is the horizontal, and I can remove the blank and have some borders on it also. Yeah, so I'm having almost done. So for this one, it's having the images, which at the end of the day, they are supposed to be linked to some image. So they will be, I will be linking them to the image. So what I'll do, just add those images. For example, this one is for the downloads. Can say for the PDF. Then I can fit it. I apply, I can see now, yeah, and download that PDF. Also the same will apply to the other one, which is now supposed to be for the mail. So for that one, I'll try to, I haven't had that image. I think I can Google one and have it there. And have one like this one and save it. Let me save it here, table work. So I can go ahead to and add that image. from Tableau Work Design. Then I can fit it and center it. Yeah. Then I can come here and have it in the fixed mode. Yeah, so that's how I came up with that dashboard.